I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the next Mondays. I'm tired of the next weeks. Do it now. Come 2026, you will be the same person. Yes, you watching this. No! Like there's a gun pointed to your head, and every single action you take, every single action will determine your success. Take it to the chin and not give two flying flips. Hello, YouTube. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. I know. I can feel it. It's gonna be an amazing video. So today I'm gonna be talking about how this winter arc can change your life. And I'm not gonna waste any more time. Hey, let's run it! First point I'm gonna be talking about today is clarity. You see this right here is something that I have struggled with. I am literally in medical school because I didn't even know what I could do. If I could do medical school long term, I clearly did not know anything. And now I'm even going to bring it home with a story. So I remember this time where I was talking to this babe, and I can't lie, I was head over heels, and the problem really wasn't that. I was ready to sacrifice every single thing. I was ready to make her my whole world. I was ready to go above and beyond. And do you know what hurts? What really hurts me is the fact that I had no clue who I was. I had no clue of how to actually be a leader. I had no clue on the things that I needed to have in my own life so I can literally bring her into my own world. I was going to make her everything. I was going to make her my oxygen, my lungs, my every single thing. I was ready to do everything for that babe. And I won't lie, but the fact that I didn't still get into a relationship. However, that's a story for another day. Now, I would hate that to be you, my guy. I would hate that to be you watching this, that to be that person that you don't know where you're going. You're just existing, going through life. Wherever the breeze goes, wherever life throws at you, that's where you're at. I would hate that to be you. And to even bring this even more home, you know the amazing thing about clarity? When you clearly know what you want, every single thing that does not align with it can go. So now when my friends text me, oh, great, there's a party, there's a party, do you want to link up? I'm like, no, I don't want that. Because now I have clarity. I clearly know what I wanted physique-wise. The physique I have right now, I've seen it since I was 18 years old. Financially, I clearly know what I want. I want to retire my parents. I want to be able to make 30K a month, monthly recurring revenue with my personal YouTube brand. I want to be able to be a man of abundance for my family and my friends. I clearly know what I want, and I write those down every single day. So what does it look like for you? What is the money amount that you want to make? What is that business idea that you want to make? What is even the chick that you want, bro? What is the chick that you want? What does she look like? What's the body? What does she look like? What do you want in life? Because you see this thing right here? Clarity breeds results. If you can at least just clearly know what you want. It may not be 100%. Clearly know what you want. And if you can just clearly know what you want, I feel like that is the first step. That is the very first step towards you being great. This could have been number one. It really could have been number one. The second thing you have to do for this winter arc is isolate. Now, my guy, you clearly know what you want. You have to isolate. You have to isolate to elevate. And a quote I always live by is, if you don't sacrifice for your goals will become the sacrifice. Let me repeat that again. If you don't sacrifice for your goals will become the sacrifice. I am a victim of this. I own it. I genuinely own it. I used to come back from work. I want to chill. I'm laying on my bed. I'm watching Love Island. I am relaxing. Oh, I deserve this. No! Don't you want to be great? Like literally, don't you want to be great? Aren't you tired of being mediocre? The money amount, you've not accomplished the money amount. You've not accomplished the physique. And you're chilling. Why are you chilling? Why are you chilling, my guy? And I'll even call out myself. This is one of the reasons why I've been inconsistent with YouTube. I would tell myself, next Monday, next week, next month, next. It's enough. I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of the next Mondays. I'm tired of the next weeks. Do it now. You have to remember this. If you leave this video without leaving with anything, remember this one point. Win the day. The daily tiny battles. Just win the day. Let every single day reflect the man you want to be. Like there's a gun pointed to your head, and every single action you take, every single action will determine your success. You have to remember that one thing. You must win the day. Every single day should reflect the man you should become. If not, come 2026, you will be the same person. You watching this, you will be the exact same person right now in 2025. So win every single tiny battle. Every single day should reflect the man you want to be. Every single day should show that you are becoming that person. It's you versus you, my guy. It's you versus you every single day. That's how you're literally going to start. You build the momentum into 2026. When you win the daily tiny battles, figure it out. Just commit and figure it out later. Genuinely speaking, commit to it. Now you clearly know what you want. Commit to it and clearly figure out every single step later. So what does it look like for you? Business-wise, what do you want? Physique-wise, what do you want? The body-wise, what do you want? Let me know, like, if your day does not reflect that person, you're already losing it. If your day does not reflect the person who makes X amount of money, if your day does not reflect the person who has the physique, if your day does not reflect the person who becomes better in his skill set, you're already losing it. The next point I'm going to be talking about is number 3. Risk. You heard me. And I'll be so honest. A lot of you guys, if you're a guy watching this, a lot of you guys are bitches. You guys are bees. I don't like cursing, so that's why I'm going to say bees. And something I always say in my stories, if you watch my stories, is when we are younger, we look like our parents. And guess what happens as we get older? Guess it. Come on, I'll give you a minute. Guess it. We look like our decisions. Our choices. And when I say that a lot of you guys are bees, it simply is like I'm talking to myself when I was younger. And I'll give you guys a quick story. So there used to be a time where I was called the If Man. Hey, Toby, if you're watching this, I think you already know what I'm talking about. I used to be called the If Man. So now there's context. I'll give context to that. It simply meant that, like, if for instance I saw a chick that I was interested in, I'd be like, yo, if I approached her, she would consider me. Or I could be like, oh, she's already giving me choosing signals. If I get there, it's easy. I don't do anything though. I would lie to myself and I'll be comfortable. I'll be chilling in my comfort zone. Or if we're literally having a conversation one of these days and my friend was like, bro, this your ifs is too much, bro. It was like, if you want to go and do it, stop telling us, go and do it. Something I also remember while coming up in my YouTube journey, or while I used to watch a lot of motivational content, is a very beautiful trait a man should have is not giving 2 flying flips about what other people used to say. And that's something I was very far from. I was very, very far from not giving 2 flips, because when I started YouTube, the first thing that happened was I spoke to my roommates about it. They were like, oh, one of them told me, oh, you can go ahead with it. Another person was like, you should consider that people will laugh at you, do this stuff. I was starting to rethink my decision. Eventually I started YouTube. Good and fine. Now I made a video. When I made the video, I made a thumbnail. I can't lie, I sucked at making thumbnails then. And what happened was someone shared my video. So someone shared my video with me and took a screenshot of the thumbnail. When they took a screenshot of the thumbnail and they were laughing at me, I even used to share, if my junior brother is watching this, I'll call you out. I even used to share my content with my junior brother. I'm telling this boy, please post it. Please post it, support me. Never. Not one day did this boy post my stuff. Not one day, especially earlier in my YouTube journey. Never. Now he's actually trying, but like you see earlier, never. I used to give too many flips. I used to care. I used to freaking care what this person's gonna say, what that person's gonna say. And my guy, I would hate that to be you. I would really, really hate that to be you. That you're too scared to actually start a business because of what people might think. You're too scared to hit the gym because you feel like when you go to the gym, people surrounding you are judging you. You're too scared to approach the chick that you actually want. Why? Because you're scared of a rejection. I would hate that to be you. I would genuinely hate that to be you. That every single thing a person says has nothing to do about you, and almost 90% has to do with them. And I'll give you a story that would literally cut straight to the point. I cut my hair, obviously. If you've been following me or if you've been seeing me on Instagram, I'll drop my Instagram handle. If you've been seeing me on Instagram, I've usually been on braids, I've been on twists, I've been on a lot of things really. I've played around. I got tired at one point. I was just like, you know what? We're gonna go with a buzz cut. And the funny part was every single person that saw me and that told me, oh, most often than not, those people who saw me that told me that your hair looks good are people who have actually cut their hair before and have gone on a buzz cut. While those who they lose their hair, it would very, very much shatter how they look like. Those are the people that are like, oh bro, why did you cut your hair? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Every single thing that someone says, more often than not, 99, I'll say it, 90%, I'll give the 10% as generous. 90% has to do with them more than has to do with you. And I also even remember, I saw this guy in the gym the other day. I saw him recording a video. He was losing weight. I could tell that he's actually losing weight, putting in the work. And I told him, bro, keep it up. And he looked at me. He just had the look. He just stared at me for a minute. And he was like, I think in his mind, he was like, why are you really speaking to me like you have a better physique? How can you tell me like? And I was just like, and I told him again, bro, keep up the good work. And he was like, oh, he's been losing weight. He was 18, he's 18, he's losing weight. And I was like, yo, bro, you're doing an amazing job. It's always those who are above you, they will not try to pull you down. It's those people who are doing nothing with their lives. I can assure you. It's those people who are chilling in the couch. I don't even mind getting hate anymore because I know that the people who are going to be hating on me are probably those who are doing nothing, chilling on their couch, scrolling on TikTok. So whatever you want to do, now that you've clearly known what you want, now that you're isolating, you're actually putting in the work, you should be ready to risk everything. You should be ready to take every single thing that people are ready to say. Take it to the chin and not give 2 flying flips. That's what it takes. Be ready to pick yourself up from that very situation. When you approach the chick and she tells you no, fine. You'll see another one that you like, go again. You see, you get to that business idea and you're failing, fine. Go another one, go again. Taking risk is, now I'm older, slightly older, and I'm taking more risk, and I realize there's a beauty in it. The beauty in taking more risk is you learn how to pick yourself up. And that's something that I feel like, as someone who has struggled with being unconfident, that's something that I have realized that is a beautiful thing. Every single time you fail, whenever you try to start a new business, whenever you're trying to build a new physique, whenever you're trying to just improve, every single time you fail and you're able to pick yourself back up, that really trusting yourself that even when you're at your lowest, you can pick yourself back up. That's really where you developing that aura, that nonchalance that women like, the aura that whenever you walk into a room, you command the room. It all comes from failing. So whenever I see a successful person now, whenever I see a successful person that walks into a room and commands the room, I know that they've endured so much pain. I know that they have endured so much else, and they trust that they can pick themselves up. As I said, clearly know what you want, Let me know what you want. Clarity breeds results. Now you have to isolate to elevate. Be ready to put in that work on a day-to-day basis. The next, last but not least, is take risks. Take risk. The person who is more confident, the person who has aura, the person who has the energy that when he walks into a room, he commands it. It's the person who takes risks and be uncomfortable. And that's the video for the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the video I told you it was going to be a good one. And I'm so grateful if you've actually stayed till the end. All love until the next video. Let's go! You better stay locked in.